Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those that you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement and create a new one. Use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 136, NASDAQ off 40, S&P's off 13, gold contract down $3.50, trading at $1,317 an ounce. Silver down 17 cents at $21.72 an ounce. Platinum off 16 at $1,372 an ounce. Copper down 4 pennies at $3.27 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1 at $103.06 a barrel. Bonds, 30-year was up 5 ticks at 133. 10-year up 6 ticks at 126.19. King dollar down 124 ticks at 79.89. The euro up 42 at 136, and the yen trading flat at 97.25. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so what we're doing here, folks, on a continual basis is that you're hammering into the August 15th downdraft. That top of that downdraft is 1679. Now, we did that today with $695 million, still rejected that lower price. You know, we're down $13, but bottom line is that we got down to a price point of $1670. What is that saying? That's saying, guess what? You know, you're still going to make this run topside into that 1729, probably 1776. We go into the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow is this. She is almost all the way back. You know, you can see the Dow, no doubt, has the weakness, folks. This is the second large correction or retracement that the Dow had actually taken off of its August 2nd high. The first level down, we went from 15,658 down to a price point of 14,700. We make it all the way back up to the top. In fact, take the top out at 15,700, and we just gave back 500 points. You know, and you know, we'll see whether that little baby does want to get up to the highs. I suspect it wants to get up there. Deviance, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Inside the Dow Industrials today, you only had one stock that was positive. That was Verizon. So the Dow could have had a lot worse day than it had in the context when you looked at it. It was only down $1.36. And the only stock in the Dow Industrials that was positive, INDU, watch, let me just get this again. Yeah, VZ. And it was positive by 22 cents. That was it. That's Verizon, right? Yeah, Verizon. So Verizon was positive by 22 cents. We go over to Big Blue. We take a look at Big Blue out here. She came into the lows. Now, she did contract on some volume. We did 3 million shares. She's going into 3.9. You know, so she very well could get another bounce. The composite. Now, NASDAQ composite. She refused to back off. She's down $40 today, but she's been trading at the exact same place here for about 2.5 trading weeks. What we did here is that we got down to a price point of 37.53. You close at 37.74. It's still in the higher range. That little baby looks to me like, yeah, we're going to basically go after the highs once again. We go to the small caps, same deal with the small caps. Russell 2000, the IWM, she was down $1.10, but she's not backing off. Gold. We have with gold. Now, watch. I mean, we're going to be coming into Friday, folks. It's going to be a trip. So what does gold do today? You get a flat market, really. Your low is 13.02. The high was 13.22. You close out at 13.17. Not bad, but bottom line, you come into the Friday. Now, the equities, however, okay, if we start, we go take a look at Anico Eagle, what we have with AEM. She was only down 32 cents, but guess what? The swing low, we're right next to it right now. The swing low that she's going after is $25 even. And we're at 25.67. That is not a way to come into a Friday. Volume-wise, yeah, you know, not bad. 1.2 million today. She's coming into 3.5. If we look at Gold Corp, what we have with Gold Corp is this. That's GG. Gold Corp down 27 cents. But she's basically going to give it up, and she's going to get down to this $22 area, $22.44. That's the swing point. We're at $25.20 right now. And they're all, let's go over to Rheingold and take a look at Rheingold for a second. So Rheingold's already broken. Rheingold's down 96 cents today. She broke under that swing, which was 69.79. You're at 69.11. And Rheingold's going after her low, which is $60. So it's going to be pretty intense trading that market tomorrow. RGLD, absolutely. We'll take a look at RGLD. Same setup. RGLD's and ABC down too. RGLD's at $48. That's going to be making the run down to $39. They're all set up the same. The building cars, yeah. What I expect we're going to have is that it's going to be lighter volume. You're going to break it on lighter volume, fast price destruction. And, we'll see whether we get the rejection at the June lows. I expect that most of the equities will get the rejection at those June lows. Bond market. What do we have with the bond market? Okay, so check it out. These bonds, folks, they want to go, basically topside. We're at 133.14 on the 30-year. This is built. We did 328,000 contracts. This baby's building costs to get into the 140 area. We go take a look, 138 to 140. We take a look at the 10-year TYZ3, and of course the 10-year, folks, has everything to do with basically money that's lent on a short-term basis, in actually a long-term basis in the mortgage market. We're at 126. We did 1 million contracts out here. That baby wants to run to 130. If we do take a look at the yield in the 10-year right now, it's a 2.608. Not bad. King Dollar. Now, King Dollar. Check it out. She's a trip. Okay, so what does King Dollar do out today? We didn't have wide price spread. This is kind of neat. And we had dramatically lighter volume. So we did 15,000 contracts. We only had a price spread from 79.72 to 80.02. So that's really not a lot. We're at 79.85. What does have to happen is that to get into higher price, it has to get back inside 80.17. The way this is trading, we'll see whether it can get that strength. But it's certainly dying on the vine, meaning that the price is contracting, the volume is contracting in a huge way. And that's when you get these turns in markets, folks, because what happens is that the sellers are washed out. Now, of course, we have Washington, D.C. closed down. And what I expect you're going to see out here, and this is going to get really wild, because I'm looking at the debt ceiling structure. I'm saying to myself, okay, they're going to negotiate both things at the same time. I just can't picture negotiating the shutdown of the government and then turning around, opening that back up, and now negotiating again on the debt. So the time frame is October 17th. It looks like we're going to go right up to October 17th, or there's going to be some kind of a miracle in that they're going to do both at the same time. Now, that being said and done, what is interesting about the marketplace, including the dollar looks to me like it wants to go higher. The divergence is like bonds want to go higher. And then the divergence, really, the third part, so watch this, is that if we take a look at the SPY, the S&P and all that, the bottom line, that wants to test the highs. So most of the time, if the SPYs want to go higher, well, most of the time, if the dollar's going higher, the SPYs are not going to go higher. Bottom line, right? But in this particular case, we just saw that the SPYs pull back and the dollar pull back. Okay, so what's the catalyst? The catalyst, I suspect, would be these, would have the divergence. The D.C. crowd gets settled in, some kind of a deal gets done. As that deal gets done, you're going to get a nice spike in the dollar, up. You're going to get a spike in gold, down. You're going to get a spike in the market, up. Dollar will want to stay up. Gold will not want to stay down. Market will just do that. Spike, finish off the ABC structure on the way up, and then reality will set in. So it's going to be really interesting watching this whole thing shake out to just see exactly how this unfolds. And let's go take a look at... you stay right there. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We had the Dow finish down 136. NASDAQ off 40. S&P's off 15. We're going to be right back, folks.